Hello, everyone. My name is Carol. I am an author, a healer, and a fairy whisperer, and I want to welcome you to my channel. Happy May 1st, May Day belting. This is a very special day for fairies. I'm sure that many of you know that already. And Morgan and the sisters have been wanting me to make this particular video, so I decided today would be the day to do it. We're going to talk about incarnated fairies. I've had so many people contact me on this channel, basically saying, I don't feel connected to people, I feel connected to animals, I feel connected to nature, I feel connected to the water, I feel connected to the earth. I come alive when I'm near fire, or the air just sings to me, speaks to me. What am I? What is this? These are all signs that you are an incarnated fairy. And what I mean by that is you've decided to take human form, mortal form, we'll say, on Earth as a person during ascension. And typically when a fairy does this, they decide that they're going to teach something to humans. And so you would be very drawn to teaching people about the earth, about water, about these kinds of things. So to put this into perspective right now, if you find that you can communicate far more easily with animals, for instance, than human beings, I fall into this category. May not seem like it because I have this channel, but this has been a challenge for me to create this channel, and I feel so blessed to do it. And thank you everyone who subscribed and all our family here. I bless you and I love you and I honor you. But if you do feel more connected to animals, you feel like you communicate with them far more easily than people, if you find yourself literally taking time out in nature and wanting to just commute with nature as opposed to being with people, if you cannot go without being near water, if you literally have to be near water that is part of your essence, that, for instance, is an example of an incarnated water fairy. It is in their blood. And the same thing, like I said, with the earth. If you cannot get away from having your hands in the dirt, your feet on the earth, and you just feel the warmth of those earth currents, then you are an earth fairy. You might be irresistibly drawn to trees, and the trees speak to you, and when you are near them or lean up against them, you just feel that tree energy melding with yours, and there's a communication you have going on. This is showing you your incarnated tree fairy. What they would like me to do today, and all right, we're going to go through each of the branches, and then we're going to go into a very specific ritual in Avalon. If you find when a fire is lit that you gaze into it and become a part of it easily without going into a trance, if you see the faces of the fire fae in the fire, if anytime there is fire nearby, you're irresistibly drawn to it like the moth to the flame. Incarnated fire fairy. If you find yourself just basking in the sun's glow and can't get enough of the sun, incarnated fire fairy. The same is true for the air. If you find, first of all, that you're an irresistibly creative person, if you find yourself going to mountaintops where you can just let the air currents swirl around you, you can't get enough of that feeling of the air on your face, that you feel as if you are flying quite often when you are in the air, then these are also examples of you being connected or an incarnated air fairy. They want me to pause right now and talk to you about how sometimes we're not a full incarnated fairy. I, for example, am a half fairy. I know this is hard for many people to believe because I talk so much about fairies, but I am half fairy. And many people might incarnate as half fairy, half mermaid. You know, it happens a lot. And with the ritual we're going to do momentarily, this might help you actually discover what you are. First of all, the best step is to realize if you are connected as an incarnate fairy to the fairy realm, because this opens a whole new world of possibility for you. And when better than May Day to discover this, the Day of Fairies. So, we went through earth, air, water, fire. They would like me now to take you to Avalon. And we're going to ground ourselves. If you can be outside right now, feet flat on the earth, allow yourself to grow silver roots into Gaia. Feel Gaia's blessings. Feel the blessings of the earth fairies and Gob and his kingdom. And now we're going to reach out to Morgan. And she is manifesting right now before you. She can be a silvery light. You may see her fully formed. In either case, reach forth your hand and allow her to take that. And she will guide you through the veil of mist and fire till you stand in Avalon. Today we are manifesting inside the crystal temple, and we are directly before the miracle. Morgan stretches forth her hand and literally drops a beautiful Avalon crystal into the miracle. And as you watch, you see the waters begin to bubble. And from the depths of the miracle comes a huge crystal, just enormous. And it's so large that you can actually look into it. And you see inside it, first of all, the reflection of yourself. And this is sheer magic because you see yourself as you are right now. Now Morgan is going to speak in her voice, so we're going to let her shift over. For all beings who feel that they are not of this world, who feel that they belong to Avalon, to the different fairy realms throughout the earth, please gaze into the crystal and see the truth of your past, your present, your future. And as you gaze into that beautiful crystal, see yourself reflected now in your true self. If you are a fairy incarnated, visualize and see who you truly are. Do not put any kind of determination on what kind of fairy you might be. Many fairies here in Avalon are comprised of all earth, air, water, and fire and animal kingdoms. It is possible you've come here to work with all of them. Gaze into the crystal and see your truth. And now I call on all those in this earth plane, in the world, whether you be third, fourth, fifth dimensional, those of you who now want to claim your fairy past, step forward and claim it in the reflection of this crystal. Breathe deeply of that essence. Feel the sparkles of Avalon Fairy light coming up in through your body, through your lungs, infusing you as you breathe back onto the crystal. Now I would like you to take your hands, place it against the crystal, and together we are going to form this into a pillar of light that welcomes all beings who feel lost, who feel disconnected from the earth, to come here to Avalon and partake in this fairy healing. I am one with the Avalon powers of fairy. I now send my energy into this beautiful crystal so that we create a pillar of light, love, healing, so we may call all lost members of the fairy tribes and clans into this light so they may reclaim themselves. And now see light from your third eye, from your heart, from your hands streaming into that crystal. And now blow from the bottom of the crystal to the top. And now, by the powers of Avalon, by the powers of Morgan and the fairy sisters, we create a pillar of light to welcome all lost members of the fairy tribe home. See that pillar of light break forth. Feel it burn from the bottom of the crystal temple and shoot out through the open roof into the open air. See it stream up into the heavens. And now we call all lost members of the fairy tribes back home. Step into this pillar of light and reclaim your truth, your essence, your being. If you feel lost and alone, step now into this pillar and feel the healing from that fairy realm, from Avalon, take place. Feel yourself knit back together. All those dark pieces that have split off during this ascension process that have been purged, feel them called back to home. You are claiming your connection to the fairy realm. You are cleansed, united, and whole. Now repeat after me. I am one with the powers of Avalon. I now call all members of the lost tribes home into the power of this brilliant pillar of healing light. We are one and the same. We are blessed and united and whole. All those who are grieving, who are purging, now come with us. Step into this pillar of light. Feel the healing powers of Avalon stream down upon you as you call all those dark shards that have been purged back into the whole. And now feel this Avalon blessing deep within your being. You are united, protected, restored, and whole. And now, everyone, I want you to just revel in the power of this Avalon blessing. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, sisters. Thank you, all fairy kingdoms. Gob and the earth fairies, Jin and the fire fairies, Peralta and the air fairies, Nixa and the water fairies. And now I want to thank all of you who have participated in this ritual. I want you to know that I am leading a Sacred Avalon Fairy Retreat in Glastonbury, where we will be doing things like creating pillars of light to call all lost beings home. Please go to my website, everythingfairy.co, and you can sign up today. It's a magical experience. And we have people that are signing up right now, so I'm so excited about this. It's in September, so please check that out. Please also check out the new online courses that we have on everythingfairy.co. Sign up today if you want to learn more about fairies. We have so much going on. And now I thank you once again for participating. I love you. I honor you. I bless you on this May Day on Beltane. And please do just allow yourself to connect with this energy from this Avalon light pillar, and allow yourself to find out how you are connected to Avalon. Thank you again. I'm Carol Weekland, author of the Morgan of Avalon series, Secrets of the Flower Fairies, Land of the Twilight Mist, and so much more. Fairy blessings, one and all.